These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
It's Ryan. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
First down carry by Bell, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 44, Ryan. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that'll bring up second down. To throw again. Ryan going up top for Kupp. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On second down now. It's Bell. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. From the shotgun, Ryan. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 40 now on second down. Ryan to Shepard, complete over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Third down, Ryan. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. And that'll set them back 5. This ball's tipped and intercepted. Shaquill Griffin with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
taken about 7 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, a 360. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Eagles nothing.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Eagles 40.
To throw again is Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Hard throw, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Braden Mann now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the Eagles, 26 yards.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Giants add on to their lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson rolling to his right. That is caught at the 7. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Giants 21, Eagles nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. On first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. From the gun, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now Callaway on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles? Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now. How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can. Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think? I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it. Unfolding so far so good for him. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Wilson.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
1. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
15. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Wilson will throw again.
That's complete to Moss out of the backfield.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here's Wilson.
And that's complete to Zach Moss out of the backfield.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
At the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, and he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touch.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, these quarterbacks have their hands full all afternoon long. But they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan. That'll be caught by Kupp. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Edwards-Helaire. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Wilson. And he finds a man in the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets her made.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks in the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on it before he got the quarterback on the ground. As
we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last two plays, both losses. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Eagles.
From the shotgun, Ryan.
Open man is Duvernay.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again, Ryan. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also...
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
His kick is...
Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Wilson wants to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Wilson. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Go.